Good afternoon, Professor and classmates. We are Group 1 presenting our final project, which is about Starbucks feasibility in Afghanistan. Our report will be talking about potential market for coffee in Afghanistan, which I will explain a little more about it in the next slide, and then Mr. Weiss will talk about SWOT and PEST analysis of Starbucks in Afghanistan, and then we'll be talking about business location for Starbucks in Afghanistan, and then at the end Waidullah will be talking about the survey that we took from 72 people, and the result of our survey is really optimistic. Potential market for Starbucks in Afghanistan. As we all know, throughout the history, every region have had their own traditional type of drink. For example, wine is famous for French people, and osake or rice alcohol is famous for Japanese people, and tea is famous for Middle Eastern countries, especially for Afghanistan. Every house and office that you go to, the first thing that you use is tea. Nothing's get done but drinking tea. That means there's already an empty spot in the market for tea, which is really close to coffee. Coffee is just adding to the variety of tea, which tastes even better than tea. So in Middle Eastern countries, there is already a huge demand for coffee. Since alcohol is illegal in Islamic countries, especially in Afghanistan, tea is used as a main drinking, as a main drink. So that means there is a huge demand or place in the market for Starbucks to enter. As an example, I can mention about a no-brand coffee shop in Kandahar, based on an article from theguardian.com. This no-brand coffee shop is really busy, even busier than a British pub, without any women. That proves that if Starbucks come to Afghanistan, they can boom in Afghan market all over Afghanistan in a matter of a year. And now I would like to ask Mr. Bais to explain his part. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Javed. I will talk about the SWOT and PEST analysis for the company in Afghanistan. In the SWOT analysis, in the strengths, I found out that since this is an international brand, it's an international strong brand, and we don't have any international company in Afghanistan. So it has a good market because it doesn't have any rival or competitor in the market. And also from our report, we see that there's an excellent market for the Starbucks. Many Afghans want to have the Starbucks company inside Afghanistan. And for the weaknesses, since the Starbucks is the coffee prices and the product prices of the Starbucks are expensive, so this can be a weakness since the people have low income in the country. And also the legal requirements in Afghanistan, there is a big bureaucracy, a huge bureaucracy, where there is a high formality, so you need to do many paperwork in order to start your company, and there will be other legal requirements during the operation of the company. And also the opportunities, we can see from the opportunities, we can see that there is a huge potential market for the company, and the population in the country is increasing day by day, which has also a big effect on the future of the company. And also it is an international brand, so people are already familiar with some international brands, and they have idea about the Starbucks company. And also the threats can be, since the Afghanistan is based on a tea culture, as Mr. Javed also talked about it, many people prefer to drink tea, so this can be a threat, but it doesn't mean that they won't ever try coffee. And also cafes, we have some local cafes where they are also providing the they're also providing the coffee. And for the most of people also prefer the local coffee. They are not, they don't want to try a new thing for the time being. So these are some threats and opportunities, the strengths and weaknesses for a company. And the pest analysis, uh, I found out that there is huge political influence for this company since Afghanistan and US has a good relationship. And also economic influence, we found out that people are, purchasing power of people are increasing day by day, so they can buy the products of Starbucks. And the social influence, since this is something, I guess it's like American, drinking coffee in the morning is mostly American. So the American, also the American culture had its impact in the last 13 years. People are more towards the American culture, so they want to try things where it's prevalent in America. And also technological influence, the coffee production will have a new face. The Starbucks will bring new technology inside Afghanistan. Okay, that's it for my part. I would like to call Mr. Shisha to present his own part.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to just recording. Is it on record? Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to start my part for the presentation about Starbucks project. My part is discussing about the business location and operation in Afghanistan for the Starbucks when it comes here. Selecting the place for operation is significantly important for the Starbucks company in Afghanistan because of security issues. Starbucks cannot start its operations around other provinces of Afghanistan, and there are specific places, for example, just like several major provinces that Starbucks can start operations. And place for operation is very important because we do not have good place, good security in Afghanistan, and many of many international companies have left Afghanistan because of insecurities around Afghanistan. But we cannot say that the Starbucks cannot start its operation and just it can start at least within 5 or 6, 7 provinces like Kabul, Kandahar, Jalalabad, Mazar-e-Sharif, Herat, and just a few other provinces, especially for the first time. And price difference is another factor for Starbucks because Starbucks has estimation of all its materials by dollars, while the price and coffee for Afghanistan will be for Afghanis that is a big difference. For example, we have low standard companies like Nestle Cafe and some other companies that they are providing coffee for lower prices. But if we bring Starbucks here, the price, the difference between the price of coffee for Starbucks and cafe, Nestle might be much difference. Therefore, this will be one of the major issues for Starbucks to specify, to select its prices. And product types is also important here because when Starbucks starts its operation in Afghanistan, it is important that products needs to be specified. For example, which type of products. As we know, Starbucks has lots of variety of different way doing good research. Starbucks can find out how and what materials it should focus on in Afghanistan. And the workers and security, as we mentioned before, that is important because most of branches that Starbucks is using in different locations, security guards are important are the essential part of as project, and anywhere it is opening a new market to start working. And according to the researches that we did from 72 participants, 35 participants were familiar with the Starbucks, and they already knew what kind of company Starbucks is. And out of 72 participants, 67 wanted Starbucks company to come in Afghanistan and start its operations. And the middle age or the ages that the people wanted to have coffee and Starbucks, it was from 17 to 40 ages. Most coffee drinkers. Now my time is finished, and I would like Mr. Wahidullah to come here and present this. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Shashab. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Wahidullah, and today it's my pleasure that I'm here. I'm talking about to you about the feasibility of a Starbucks company in Afghanistan. So, as Mr. Shashab pointed out, I want to the continue the how many participants are like to drink coffee. As you can see in the graph in the project, about 43 participants are like to drink cappuccino. It means that the cappuccino is have its own customers to drink, and the second one and the second largest one is coffee latte. That people in Afghanistan like to drink coffee latte, and the price that people of Afghanistan are willing to pay for a cup of coffee is from 0 to 50 AFs per cup, because we don't have good economy, so people are very poor, so they prefer to pay less or cheap price for a cup of coffee. And the second price that Afghan people are pay for a cup of coffee is started from 50 to 100 AFs. That's a little bit much more than the other one, and the rest that you can see in the slide. So the location that Afghan people are willing to buy coffee is Yami. Yami have its own customers that around 40 participants every day or per week go to Yami and their own choice of cup of coffee. That Yami is the only place that have cappuccino coffee and the second largest one is Safi Landmark Hotel, which is located in the Sharna of Kabul city, that have its own customers. And people without drinking coffee, people also have also like to have other Starbucks products as well, like cakes and desserts, because in here Afghan peoples are like to have cakes or dessert beside drinking coffee. Around 63 participants says that they want cakes or desserts of Starbucks as well in Afghanistan. And also the comments of that we surveyed, the comments of participants is this, that when we bring a Starbucks in Afghanistan, it will develop or improve our economy, that more people find job on the store of Starbucks. And also, as I told you, they prefer cakes and desserts of Starbucks as well. And also, some people comments is this, that they don't want a Starbucks here. Instead of Starbucks, they want KFC and McDonald's to be here in Afghanistan as well. Now, for the conclusion, I would like to invite Mr. Abdul Bais to present for you. Thank you very much for your nice attention.
Okay, so as a conclusion, we think that since the Afghan economy is growing up and the people are more Afghans are they like to have the international brands in Afghanistan, particularly the Starbucks for drinking coffee. So we think that this is a very good opportunity for Starbucks to come and invest in the country. And for the start, it may have some weaknesses, but later on it will have a great opportunity, and it has a big strength in the market, which will affect its profitability. Any questions? Thank you.